This is June with New Orleans Potion, and this video is going to show you how to make 3 gel polishes. One I call Congo Pink, Scarlet O'Hara, and Red Mauve. So the first one we're going to make is Congo Pink. This is what I use for base. This comes from IBD, and it's LED UV clear hard gel, and I usually buy it in these big containers. And I use that for a base, and I'm going to show you how it works when I do this. Okay, and then the first thing we want to do is I keep my recipe card so I stay on track. So we're going to put 1 dash of Extender White. These are 5 measuring spoons I get from TKB Trading, and I use them for almost everything. Okay, come out of there, okay. And then the next thing we are going to put is we're going to put the Congo Pink. And we're going to put 1 dash and 1 pinch. So 1 dash and 1 pinch. And usually when I do the spoons, I use the sealant to, when I scrape the spoon out, and it levels it off. So you get a little better. But if you're a smidge off on the color, it's not gonna make that huge of a difference. This is just 91% alcohol. And so what I'm gonna do is put a few drops in because I just wanna make a thick paste. Okay, I can already see that's not gonna be enough. So I'm gonna put a couple more drops. And I think that's gonna do it. And then I'll show you what it looks like. I think I might put 1 more drop. That's why I put it in these little droppers. I think I got those off of Amazon. It's just easier to measure out drops. And that made a thick paste. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the base. This has a great texture. I used to use OPI, Creative Nail, and a few other different ones. And I really like this, and all my clients have switched over to these, so it saves a lot of money and time, because I used to order the collections every other month when they'd come out, and that can get very costly. This way it just costs, I don't know, I think the jar is the most expensive thing here. Okay, we're gonna stir this, and I'm gonna use the stick, and I might use my drill for a second just to make it go quicker. And I think I like the consistency of that, so I don't think I'm gonna add any more alcohol to it. And a lot of times you can just paint 1 coat. If you wanna do 2, you can. A lot of people like 2 coats. After I stir this, I'm gonna check it in because it looks a little thick. Once you start doing this, you'll get the hang of it, and you can make it just the way you like it. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off. I use tons of paper towels and 91% alcohol. Okay, I'm gonna stir it 1 more time just to make sure. That looks good. And then we are going to paint this on the nail tip. I always wet my brush, so I'll dip a little bit in and dab it into the, a little bit came out. Dab it into the, wet my brush with it so it paints on smoother. And I may paint a thicker coat so you can see it, and I won't have to cure it in the gel light. Perfect, that's Congo Pink. All right, let's put that aside. Oh, I had 2 of them. Like that. And we're gonna put this over here and make the next one. Okay, cut up a bunch of these before I started, so I'd have a bunch of paper towels I could just grab. Okay. That's clean. This is clean. And I think we'll clean that. Okay, the next one's gonna be Scarlett O'Hara. And we're gonna do very similar to the other. The jar and the lid. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 dash of extender base. Move that over so we're in the right sequence. Okay, and then Scarlett O'Hara is going to be a dash and a pinch. These are sample size that I get from TKB and Just Pigments. So when you first start out, you can just order the sample sizes. You can see how much is in here. It's a lot. It makes a lot of product. All right, put that there. We're gonna put our alcohol to make our paste. A smidge more. Okay. Might need another drop. When we start making them with pigments, you'll be using less alcohol. All right, there's my paste. And there's the paste. What it does is disperses the color, and then it makes it easy to blend into the base. All right, now we're gonna put the gel base. This is the best one I found to use. I tried a few other ones and experimented with them, but when you're making this many gels, this is pretty much the only gel company that was selling it in an 8-ounce jar, an 8-ounce bottle, I mean. Everybody else is like 2 ounces because this is a hard gel. So you would be basically what they're selling you this for is to make, is to do gel extensions. All right, that's what I'm gonna put. And it's messy and sticky, but I've been doing nails for 40 years. I'm just used to it. Okay, we're gonna stir that. And when you stir that and you put the color recipe in it, that's what thins it out too, so it's not so thick. You know, you leave it thick for creating nail extensions, but when you put mica powders, pigments, and a little bit of alcohol, then it thins it out where you can use it as a gel polish. But so we're gonna stir that. The drill. Okay, that looks pretty good. Remember to turn it off before you pull it out. I was making something this morning and oh my gosh, I had everything set up for work and had to start all over because I was making a burgundy colored gel and it went everywhere. Okay. We're gonna paint this one. I'm gonna move the Scarlett O'Hara over here. And we are gonna wet our brush. Okay, and paint. And like I said, these only take 30 seconds to cure, and then you just follow the directions on your basin top. Okay, that's Scarlett O'Hara. So we're gonna close this up, put it on top of the recipe so it doesn't get mislabeled. Put that down and clean this so we can start over and do the last one. And this is 91% alcohol. I just get this from Walmart, Walgreens. Right now it's wherever you can find it because of it's hard to get cleansers and cleaners and things right now. Okay, I'm gonna clean this, that, and the pinch. Okay, And if I didn't tell you before, I want to remind you to always wear your mask. This protects your lungs from the mica powders, pigments, and minerals. Minerals are especially lightweight and get in the air very quickly. So you need to wear this every time you open everything. Also gloves if you want to keep your hands clean. I just don't do it when I'm making videos. Okay, this is the last one, and this is called Red Mauve. And it's basically the same formula, similar. You're gonna put a dash of Extender White. And you don't even need to buy this in this big a size. I think, let's see, this is 1 ounce. Well, this is the second size up. So the smaller size would probably come in this size bag, but this is the next size up. Okay, that's Extender White. Okay, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing, a dash and a pinch of Red Mauve. And I make these that match the gel and the polish. So if they want to do gel on their hands and polish on their toes, they have the exact color. Okay, let's stir this one. That's going to need a little more. Okay, I think that's going to be perfect. So I'm going to stir it just a smidge more. Kind of, you can mash it together to make sure you get a paste. All right, there's my paste. And we are going to put the gel base. And these are all ready to use. There's no waiting. Sometimes I feel like I want to take some of this stuff to work so I can create something right there for somebody who needs something, but it would be too much. I'd have to set up a whole nother station area. Okay, once we get this in, I always hurry this part because I hate waiting for it to drop out. Okay, I'm going to clean that. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is now we're going to stir. Get it blended. I don't think I'm going to need more alcohol. But once you get it blended and then you use see how it does the same consistency as gel polish. You can also get gel polish from company pre-made, like a French or like a off color, like what they use for the French, the pinks and the whites, and you can color those, but I find this is way less expensive and way easier. Okay, let's paint this one on the nail tip. Oh, let's wet the brush again. I just found this the easiest and least expensive way to do things. I don't, some people mix polish into the gel. I don't do any of that. I never found that worked really well. And it might for some people, but I never felt it worked that well for me. Okay, that's Red Mauve. And that's 3 gels, very easily done. We're gonna put this on top and save it. Okay, and put this on top, and I'll show you, let's see, I had it right here. This is a bag I bought from Amazon, and it's just full of the little jars, 50 of them. Okay, this is June with New Orleans Potions.